Why don't you just say my name and I'll be like,
Okay, I thought maybe you would introduce yourself because it's a little more like,
yeah,
unique,
but when
but
I say like, hey, I'm Frosted Caribou,
all right, guys.
that's
So
so
apparently
weird.
apparently she's a little bit afraid to come out and say her own name. So I will do it for her. Welcome to the brand new brand new show that I started here, and I haven't named it yet, so we're gonna figure this out by the time I end this episode. What the hell I'm gonna call it? But this is the
Yeah.
very first episode. I'm here with Frosted Caribou. She is an awesome Twitch streamer. She obviously posts stuff on YouTube as well, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so she's also a quote unquote YouTuber somehow. Do you integrate both, or do you do them like do you do one?
I do Twitch streaming as a main thing, but then I highlight my videos and my VODs and upload them to YouTube.
Okay, and apparently you're very popular because your phone continues to ring. So it does. I can hear it.
What? It's ringing?
Your phone is vibrating.
It is?
That was your phone. It's
I didn't
okay.
even
It's all right.
notice.
We're gonna leave that in the broadcast to show everyone how amazingly popular you are
Oh my
on here,
god.
just so that everybody could get a little bit acclimated on what we're gonna be doing here every week. Because you broke my cherry, and this is the very first one. So tell me about yourself. Tell me how'd you got into this.
Oh man. Into streaming?
Basically, just into the world of online gaming.
Oh, online gaming. Oh, okay. Well, I've been a gamer, I mean, since the NES, like N64. I mostly started gaming on the N64, but I got into online gaming with the Xbox 360, and I still have it. It's like really beat up, and it's the oldest version with like no memory attached to it. And I got Frosted Caribou, my gamer tag, and started online gaming.
Let's start there. Let's take it back way back in the Wayback Machine here now, and tell me about your name. How did you come about with the Frosted Caribou? First of all, I didn't even know what the hell a caribou was until I looked it up. So go ahead and tell
I
me
know
how you
everyone
came up.
thinks I'm Canadian. They're like, "Oh, Frosted Caribou, you're from Canada, yeah?"
Did I not say you were from Canada?
Yeah, you did say I was from
Shit. I
Canada.
thought you were from Canada. But go ahead. What?
Everyone thinks I'm from Canada.
How did you come up with the name Frosted Caribou? Like, how the hell did you even like think of this?
It's an interesting story, actually. So I wanted a name, a gamer tag that didn't have any capitals or numbers, just like a solid name. And I spent like over 2 hours like on online generators, like the Xbox generator, just thinking of ideas, something that I liked and like suited me. And I couldn't find anything. And then somehow I ended up on a page online of it was actually horse. It was yeah, it was horse races. Like it was a roster of the race horses, and one was Frosted and one was Caribou, and I combined them, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is really cute. I love it. I like the way it writes and the way it sounds, and that's how I got it."
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So you obviously you're not from Canada, and you found your Frosted Caribou by just placing names together. You're a tea
Two race
lover,
horses.
two
Oh, tea
racers.
lover,
You're a tea
yes.
lover, a candle lover.
I love
You
candles.
love candles. We pretty much spoken about this about you. If your house
Yeah, I
ever
have
burns
this
down,
cool.
yeah, go ahead, show us.
It's like a little geometric candle holder. It's beautiful.
Anything else you
Right.
want to tell the people that might want to get to know you a little bit better off the top of your head?
I'm just a really accepting, non-judgmental, loving person, and I love to get to know new people and just get new perspectives and learn about new experiences. So that's like me in a nutshell.
All right, so let's get right into the nitty gritty of things. How did you get into the gaming industry? Growing up, were you a kind of quote unquote tomboy, right? Because you don't even say that anymore, but kind of like into more of like the gaming instead of the dolls. Like, how'd you get into it?
I see. Well, I'm from a family of eight kids, and two of them are boys, both my brothers. Huge gamers, always been into gaming, and I just started gaming with them, really. That was just something we did as a family. We would all take turns, and I would never get to play because I was the smallest, so I'd be watching them. But then once I was like, they were older and out of the house, and I kind of got my own, like, it was like hand-me-down games.
I,
And
yeah.
Yeah, I started playing those, and that's how I got started.
You said you started with the NES. Any particular game off the top of your head that you remember that you really enjoyed playing back then?
I would say like one of the biggest retro games was actually an N64 game. Well, of course, the traditional Mario Kart, can't go wrong with that.
Right.
But also Conker's Bad Fur Day was
Oh
one
my
that was
God.
amazing. And then Mario Party was
Wow.
also
Mario
like the
Party.
first Mario Party.
That, my friend, was like everybody's favorite game. But what was like your driving force and motivation to begin streaming? Like, obviously, you started a while ago playing with the NES, and systems that didn't even have internet integration before.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So, obviously, when you moved into the world of multiplayer
Online.
games and online gaming, what was your very first online experience?
Well, I mean, kind of the way I got into streaming was just totally random. Like, I kind of just jumped into it. And I actually was in a relationship that the guy wasn't a gamer. And
Isn't that the best? Please tell us a little bit about
no,
that.
it was terrible. I will never again date a guy who doesn't game. It's tragic. But anyway,
Guys,
um,
if you're listening right now or watching this, take notes. Girls like gamers.
it's true. It's true. Anyway, he wasn't a gamer, so we dated for 2 years. So I went kind of 2 years without playing games, really.
Wow.
I would occasionally, but it was like nothing that I used to, and I was such a bummer. But then I got out of that relationship. I moved around a ton. I was switching jobs and kind of just had a lot going on to where I wanted to find something that I really enjoyed and loved and wanted to do. And I've always loved gaming, and I wanted to get back into gaming, but I didn't have that community anymore. I had lost all of my friends I used to play with. It was like everyone had upgraded to Xbox One, and I'd barely touched my Xbox One, so I was like, I don't know what to do. And I ended up getting into the Twitch community because I was honestly just looking for people to game with.
Right.
And yeah, and I went and watched a bunch of streams, met a ton of cool people. I stayed up till like 6 a.m. just watching random streams. And I was like, I want to do this. Like I want to be the person streaming, and I want to meet cool people and just like have fun with them.
So what?
So
So what was the very first game you played then online?
it was actually it was an Xbox. It was a free game on the Xbox One, and it was called How to Survive. It's a zombie game
Okay.
that's like third person, and you run around and like beat zombies. And it was free 1 month, and I was just like, I have this game, I've never played it, let's stream it.
So once you got into it, how did you progress in the streaming community? Did you start making friends with people so that they can, kind of follow for follow? Did you get into communities so that they can kind of help you boost your stream up?
I think the biggest thing that helped me as a streamer, well, the first time I streamed, I had like two or three people in my stream, and I met them, and I had no idea what I was doing, but
Right.
they were really cool, and I kind of went from that to like the first time I streamed and actually got like acclimated to it. I went online and just like looked at other people's streams and like more like good streamers and kind of what they did. And I was looking at people's pages, and they had all these awesome graphics and designs and beautiful things. I was like, I want this. And I've always been into like creative things. Like I do a lot of photography and graphic design. So I was like, oh my God, I could totally
Right.
just like pimp out my profile and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
make it amazing. And that's really what I did next, was just making everything kind of fit my style. And then everything kind of just came after that, I guess.
Nice, nice. No, that's a perfectly way of putting it. All right, I need to know really quickly off the
I
top of
feel
your
like a
head.
dirty one's gonna come up, and I'm gonna be like,
No, no, I would not do that to you.
I'm joking. I'm
Not
joking.
in this recording. For my other channel.
This is for the
For
special channel.
Corn Hub. All right, so
Okay, go.
I did say corn. Really quickly, without you drinking, I don't want you to spill anything on yourself. God forbid.
Let me put this down.
Yeah. Favorite game of all time?
I'm just gonna say Mario Kart and 64. Classic.
Perfect. Favorite snacks while gaming?
Peanut M&Ms. Hands down.
Did you say hands down or pants down?
Hands down.
Okay, sounds.
Hands down. Peanut M&Ms.
When you hear this begging in here. All right, and tell me you're the last show that you binged on.
House of Cards.
Okay, good. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
3 super fast rapid fire questions that I think everybody should know from Frosted Caribou. What's your overall goal and future projections for you in the streaming? I want to say what industry, because you're taking this pretty seriously. This is like something that you want to do.
Absolutely.
And I applaud people who actually sit there and actually do this as a career, because it literally is a career. I mean, you can do it for a couple years and make some good money off of it. So what are your overall goals and your future projections for you?
Well, I started streaming, like I said, to just meet new people and, just get to know the community and just dive into it like that. No, I had no idea it was going to turn into what it is now, which is absolutely amazing. And I love every bit of it. But I would say my goal would be to become a full-time streamer and just do that full time and, on the side also do my creative work, but mostly stream. I mean, so far I've been streaming for about 2 months now. I just hit my 2-month anniversary on Monday, and it's been going really well. I'm almost at like 400 followers now on Twitch, and I have so much support from the community, so many amazing people I've met, and whether it's viewers, streamers, moderators, anyone, like I've learned so much just about this community and gaming in general. I've never found something I've loved as much as streaming. So it's going to be around my entire life. Like, I already know that for sure.
And it's only going to get better. If you have one piece of advice for anyone in the gaming or streaming industry, what would it be?
I would say if you want to get into streaming and you want to be a full-time streamer, it's got to be like in your blood. Like, you have to know that you want it. I am constantly thinking about my stream just because it's what I love to do. It's what I focus on. It's what I want to progress in. And I'm on social media. I'm on other people's streams, watching them all the time. I'm on my Discord now. I have a little community growing in there. Just constantly connecting to your viewers and your community, because that's what it's all about. It's such a social thing. So if you're not willing to put 100% into it to eventually see that progress and see it pay off, because I mean, you see that every day. Every stream it gets better, and it just takes hard work.
Tell me about your community.
My community? Oh, they're amazing. They're amazing.
Do you have a specific quote unquote name for your community?
Yeah, we call them, well, we have a few names because I'm Frosted Caribou, and everyone calls me either Boo or just Caribou Boo, which is kind of cute because it's like BOO, but it's BOU. And we call them sometimes the Boo Herd, or just like the Caribou Herd.
Okay.
I call them all Boos. They're all my Boos. It's honestly worked really well for me. Like this whole Frosted Caribou has turned into an entire theme, taken a whole new leap.
What would you tell your future self?
Tell my future self? Oh man. Okay, future Frosted Caribou. I would say no matter where you are at right now, make sure that you stop and take a look where you came from and what you have, and don't take anything for granted, for sure.
And just to kind of like end things really quickly on a great note, I'm part of the community as well. Your community, and I throw myself in there and I have fun with the guys and everything like that. We play Cards Against Humanity and we have a ball. But one of the running jokes that we always have is obviously you and you're showing them right now, your thigh highs, how amazing they are, and how it's the card that we all play where we're playing
Cards Against Humanity. That's the winning card. If you play that Frosted Thigh
It's either
Highs,
that or coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil is definitely one of our favorites. So obviously for the people who don't get to follow you on a lot of other social media networks, can you show them the socks?
Oh God!
Can you just stand up?
You want me to stand up?
and do a twirl like if you're a
Oh my
pageant at Miss
God.
America.
I'll stand up. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
This is so embarrassing. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Frosted Caribou, and of course, I don't know
Oh,
why you
God.
don't have an emote. You need an emote with your thigh highs. I don't know why. That's the only one that you forgot to make.
Just an emo of legs.
Yeah, like they stop, and then like you see thigh highs, and that's it.
It's like this bit of leg.
They're like
it's
this
just
bit of
thigh
leg,
highs.
and then the rest just black. I might just draw it tonight on a piece of paper and say, "Here, this is for you."
Emote.
Emote. So yeah, I'm very happy to have had you on here on my very first one, and obviously
gosh.
I'm gonna be doing this every single week. There's maybe a hope, a glimmer of a chance that maybe one day I can have you back on here again, kind of do
Oh,
like a little
absolutely.
follow up. And
Thank you so much for having me. It's
yeah,
been a
no
blast.
problem. So is there anything that you would like when somebody watches these videos? Any
Mm-hmm.
social media networks that you want them to follow you on or anything? Twitter?
I'm on Twitter. I'm obviously on Twitch. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube and Instagram.
There you go. Caribou.
Stalk me.
You are awesome. And if they stalk you, it wasn't me. I was just trying to put you out there, man. That's all I was trying to do.
It's okay. I'd love to meet you guys.
All right, cool. So thank you again for coming on to the show, and I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you come back later on.
Me too. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the name of the show, so I'm just going to just say, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Vicious Marine channel, and I'm here with... You're just going to raise your hand? No, you gotta
I
say,
didn't know.
say your
I
name.
was
Say,
supposed to say my name.
it's okay.